Having trouble picking a hero? Want to know which hero work and which don't after all the recent changes? Or do you just want to know if your favorite hero is currently in the meta? Well, I am here to help you. Hi guys, Kazuki here, and in this video I am going to show you the ultimate tier list, the only tier list that you will ever need for season 31. As it is a tradition at this point, let's take a look at the top 10 heroes with the highest win rate and try to understand their position. Let's go from bottom to top. At number 10, we have Masha with a 57.46% win rate. Masha is truly a different beast after the revamp. But is she number 10 out of 124? To be honest, I don't think so. She's a great hero. But once you look at her pick rate, you get the rest of the story. She has a pick rate of just 0.78%. Which means this win rate metric doesn't really reflect her position properly. She is a solid hero but not top 10. With number 10, let's move on to Faramis with 57.76%, who is sitting at number 9. Faramis, it has been so long. He is finally back on top of everything, unlike Masha, is truly in a well-deserved position. This mage has everything from utility to CC and even damage. He also has crushes on Widow, if you know what I'm saying. He's truly a great mage for you to push rank and have fun. At number 8, we have Popol and Koopa with a 58.03% win rate. Popol and Koopa, wow, isn't this a surprise? He for sure doesn't deserve to be so up high. I mean, his pick rate is just 0.8%, so he's basically never picked. And his win rate is 3.78%, which also means he isn't feared that much in Mythic Glory Plus, so isn't this another Masha case? Only the people who know how to play him are playing and winning. So that's the reason why his win rate is so high. So for a solid list to stick to, use the tier list that will come if you stick around. The next hero at number 7, we have Diggy with 58.41%. It's not a surprise to see Diggy on there. I mean, Mythic Glory Plus always feared Diggy. But there is an interesting thing with Diggy going on. He is banned 103.03%. I know with the new 10 ban system, the same heroes can be banned multiple times, and that's the reason why this number is coming up. But Moontoon, math isn't mathing. There can't be a hero with 103% ban rate and still have 0.76% pick rate. Moontoon, please fix this. With that out of the way, let's move on to the number 6th position, which is Freya with 58.58%. I mean, it's Freya. She's a solid hero who will dominate the game if you know how to play her properly. But this is also a Masha case, as her pick rate is 1.09%. Only people who know her are playing her and winning. So there isn't much to talk about her. So let's move on to 5, who is Joy, with 58.64%. I have always said this, heroes with high skill ceilings, such as Joy, are always going to be good. It's just going to be hard to play them. Since this is Mythic Glory Plus we are looking into, it's obvious she is here. Because she has a great damage, great mobility, lovely CC immunity, everything that a player might need. Plus she is easier than Fanny and Ling, which makes her very attractive pick for all the high level ranked players who are ready to invest their time. So if you are ready to invest your time into Joy, she is really a great hero and you will have a lot of fun with her. At number 4, we have Minotaur with 58.97%. Minotaur is such a great hero. Of course, he is going to be so high. He has everything from healing to lovely CC that has one of the biggest areas of effect, so we shouldn't be surprised that Minotaur is so higher. With Minotaur done, let's move on to the top 3. At number 3, we have Wanwan with 60.84%. Wanwan is truly broken if you just know how to activate her ultimate. You can imagine how scary she will be in higher ranks. That's why she has 106.64% ban rate. I know again it doesn't make sense, but it just goes to show how much she is feared a lot. Once you have her full build, even with Phobias, it is too difficult to catch her sometimes. She is just too fast and her ultimate is just too powerful, so I understand her position of number 3. And then at second place we have Matilda with 62.47%. Ever since her buff, she has just been a great and lovely asset to the team. The mobility she provides can make some D tier heroes into C or even B. Although she doesn't have the same damage she had before, her damage is enough to zone out enemies. So guys, she's one important hero in MLBB and of course she's going to be so higher. And finally we have Mr. Number 1 Nolan with 62.77% win rate. Nolan, the nightmare that has still not been ended. He sure is overpowered in the right sense. His win rate is enough proof to show that. Do you wanna know what his ban rate is?
Yes, sir.
It's 111.68%. He is feared that much. He is such a great hero with crazy damage, crazy mobility, to unlimited dashes, to even a purify skill. So Layla, your dad is number 1. With the win rate metric done, now let's see other metrics and see all the heroes that overlap. Of course we have Nolan with the highest win rate and ban rate. We also have 1-1 showing up in the win rate and ban rate. Just like Nolan, we have 1-1 Matilda, Diggy and Joy overlap with win rate and ban rate. The one interesting thing this time around is that there is no overlapping of win rate and pick rate, I guess because of the new ban system. Since we are finally done with all the metrics, let's finally go into the tier list. So this is the tier list. It includes SS to D. SS is the heroes with the very best heroes that I recommend. S again are very good heroes, but they just don't make the cut. A tier heroes are solid heroes. B are good heroes. C are situational picks. D are heroes that are not currently good in the meta. Since you know the basics, now let's just directly get into the list. In the SS tier, we have Nolan, 1-1, Lunox, Carrie, Diggy, Minotaur, Claude, Matilda, Nana, Ixia. I have already discussed some of the heroes here, so I'm not going to go through them again. But since they are new heroes, I will go through them. The first surprise on this list is Nana. Oof, Moontoon, you and your greed for money. Just when the Mistbender skin came out, Nana got buffed. She got so buffed that she actually is ban worthy. Now she has everything from mind-boggling damage to insane CC. She has everything. So of course we are going to put her in SS tier. If you are a mage man and don't mind annoying voice lines, Nana for sure is a lovely pick for you. Another surprise for SS tier is Ixia. Ixia for sure deserves a spotlight in the SS tier. She has been out for a long time and has truly become the definition of a comeback. Her ability to take down an entire team with just her ultimate in the late game is just amazing, to say the least. Yes, she is pretty weak in the early game, but as soon as she has her items, nothing is stopping her from taking the entire enemy team if she just gets one chance. So guys, you better start playing Ixia. Next on the SS tier, we of course have to talk about Carrie. The top comment on my second channel's Carrie video perfectly describes what Carrie is. Oh yeah, I have a second channel too, check it out. You for sure will have fun. Carrie with the tank build can shred everyone and can sustain herself in a wonderful way. So yeah, she is going to be here, and if you are a marksman main, you should definitely play as her. And then we have my most played hero and my second most played hero, Claude and Lunox. I know it might seem a bit biased, but I have my reasons. So let me get into them. We also Claude in M5, and in M5 all the talented esports players showed how to really play him. So people really understand his effectiveness. And now he has the highest pick rate in Mythic Glory Plus, and the same goes for Lunox. After her recent buff, she is a perfect versatile mage that can fit in almost any team composition. With her cooldown reduction build, she can melt tanks and can escape almost any sketchy situation. You just need some practice with her and you will be the best for your team. And the effectiveness of shows as she is the 7th most picked hero in Mythic Glory Plus. So with that, the SS tier is done. So let's move on to the S tier. In S, we have Tigreal, CC, Fanny, Dairoth, Noveria, Lilia, Yuzong, Xbog, Vexana, Bruno, Angela, Brody, Faramis, Ruby, Joy, Aurora. This tier again has great heroes that you must use whenever you don't get to use SS tier. I can't go as deep here as the other tier, but let's just gloss over them here. Let's start with Tigreal. Tigreal is one of the best tanks in the meta now. After the buff, it is so difficult to escape him. He can CC your whole team, which can totally destroy their flow and facilitate some amazing comebacks. We also saw this in M5. The next hero is CC, the newest EXP laner which scared everyone for a bit, but after testing her out a bit, I can say that she is not too OP, but she still is good, so she is a solid choice. Let's talk about Fanny next. Fanny of course is an S tier hero, especially after her recent buff. She is a great hero, but to be honest, she has a very high skill ceiling, so I can't really put her in the SS tier. But if you have enough practice, she for sure is great for you. Next we have Dairoth. Dairoth is a great hero with so much utility. He is perfect to dominate your EXP lane. He might be the strongest EXP laner, and his new buff of not being able to interrupt his ultimate is nice. So he is definitely an S tier hero. Another hero we have to look into is Noveria. She is one of the best mid laners. Her ability to hit from 60 km away is just great. The only thing stopping her from getting SS tier is her reliance on her team. She can't really win team fights on her own, so she is perfect for S tier. The next hero we are going to look at is Lilia. Lilia is one of the best mages to pick whenever you need to zone out enemies and need great clearing speed, so she is of course S tier. Next we have Yuzong. Yuzong of course is an S tier. He is a lovely hero with the potential to take down entire teams and is very valuable for the team. So whenever you have the chance, pick him. Next we have Xbog. Xbog is one of the best heroes for you to rank up. He is easy to play, is very annoying and is difficult to kill. So pick him whenever you want some violence. Next we have our mage Vexana. Vexana is one of the best and most annoying mages in the current meta. Her skill stun is almost impossible to avoid, and her great clear helps her to always be ahead. She is just a great CC oriented utility mage and you should try her for sure. And then we have Neymar. Yeah, he is great. What is there to say about him? He can delete anyone with his bolts and he is very easy to play, as all you have to do is keep his first skill stacks. With Neymar done, let's move on to Angela, a support hero who can be paired with anyone. She is going to be the S tier for sure. The amount of utility she brings is great, so whenever you need a support hero, pick her. Next, we can't really say anything about him, to be honest. The best early game gold laner, and he is still strong in the late game. If he just starts snowballing, there is nothing really stopping him. We have already discussed Faramis and Joy, so there is no need to talk about them. The final hero in the S tier will be Aurora. She for sure deserves to be here. Her CC potential is insane and the damage is great too. We just can't wait for the revamp. She is going to be SS tier. With the S tier done, here is the A tier. Not really going to talk about them. Just know all the heroes on here are solid and you should pick them whenever you can't pick the heroes from SS and S tier. And here is the B tier. These heroes are fine, not really too amazing, But if you pick them, I still respect you because I know they are your main. Next, we have C tier. These heroes are mostly situational picks nowadays, but you can still pick and play them. And finally, we have D tier. This is not really their time, but if you main them and win, I know you are a great ML player. So guys, do you agree with the list? Will you be picking heroes based on the tier list? Which hero would you like to swap around? What is your tier list? Comment down all your answers in the comment section below. So that will be all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Keep supporting Kazuki Official.